A lot of people who go on to be successful find their passion early in life. I don't know how you find having the type of company that you have, which is security as such. How did you find that passion to do what you're doing now, or what's the passion running a business?
The interesting thing about my story is the amount of research I did because I wanted to know how I became this person. In order to do that, I went all the way back um, to about 4 years old, and I discovered a lot was going on in my life from the beginning, practically. But the great thing, to answer your question, is I recognize through interviewing the sharecropper owner's son. My parents and grandparents were sharecroppers down in Mississippi. And I went back during this research to interview the son of the sharecropper owner. It was then I remembered a story. I remembered what happened. His name is Billy Frank. Billy Frank, unlike my father, uncles, and other cousins working in the fields, um, they had no opportunity to go away to college. Billy Frank did. He was privileged. The first year after Billy Frank came back to the fields where we were, after his first year of college, I happened to have been out there. Now, as you read my story, you'll find that I was always where grown folks' business was, even as a young child. When he came back when he came back from college and came out to the field stand, I looked at him and realized he wasn't coming back out there. And I decided at age 7 that I would not go to the fields. Rather, when I grew up, I was going away to college, get an education like Billy Frank, and come back to run the farm. So it started then. During this process, God also revealed something extremely critical to the paths that I've chosen for my careers. And that is that at age 7, in the field, I developed this highly competitive spirit with white men. As such, I am now in the fields with white men. Wonderful revelation. So the progress to becoming the security lady, so to speak, has been in pursuit all of my life. I just didn't know what area or what field it would be in, but I did know that it would be industries or fields where white men dominated.
How important is it, and I know it is, but for young girls particularly, to have positive reinforcement and images of people who look like them doing something that they never even possibly thought of doing?
I want to go back because I don't think I completely answered the passionate piece of the question. So let me do that, and then I will answer the question about role models for young, like young girls, period. So the passion actually came as I grew up. My career expanded through that of General Motors in manufacturing, and I was to avoid being laid off. I created a position for myself as a security guard at a construction site. It was there that I learned security was the best kept secret from us. You didn't see women or men of color when I entered the industry back in the early 80s. And so, once starting the security, I decided, I can fulfill two things that I really want to do, and that is provide the best customer service ever and also PR. I wanted to represent whatever company, whatever product, whatever it was I did. I wanted to represent it with the highest of quality as well as making sure those who bought whatever we were selling was aware of what it was. And that passion continued as I continued the research and realized that if it was to be, it was up to me. If a change was going to come in security, and my pursuit of being a security executive started then. But it wasn't until I was demoted as director of security that the idea ever came to mind of owning a security company. That idea came to mind when I decided that no one would ever control my destiny. No more layoffs, no more getting terminated, because I'm now going to be the employer and not the employee.